Oh,
What up? What
added
up? What
it
up?
in. Episode 10.
Ooh,
Yeah, slap that down. That domino, Big 10.
10 deep,
Hey,
man.
man. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much. Anybody that's been rocking with us, man. This is the Rich Dream Show. I am your co-host, Smoke Dog. Here with
Yes,
my boy.
sir. Yes, sir. I'm the other half for your co-hosting, your boy G.
Yes,
What we got?
sir.
What we got? What we got
Hey,
today,
make
man?
sure you like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you follow us, Rich Dreams Apparel. Make sure you follow our producers. Shout out to the Now Legacy Network for putting us on. Sure, man. I've been loving this so far. G, how you been enjoying it, man? We 10
It's
deep. How
been
you feeling?
cool, man. It's a new venture for us. We I feel like we're getting better as we go.
Yeah, man.
But it's been cool though, man. I
Yeah,
like
we
it.
baby stepping into this thing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But we
Yeah.
coming at y'all like gangbusters. You understand me?
Super hard.
Hey,
Yeah.
man. So we gonna start it off. We got a good show for y'all today. A lot of interesting topics been going on in this 2023 already. Um, and it seems like one that never quite gets off subject is, let me turn my phone off so y'all can hear me. Uh, man, marriage. Um, my bad. Fuck it. We gonna go ahead. We gonna cover the first thing. Put that up earlier, man. We covering sports this week. Man, your boy Kyrie now in Dallas,
Mm-hmm.
huh?
I'm gonna have to get tickets, man.
That's
When I seen
crazy.
that, when I see what was that yesterday when they made the trade, yeah, I'm gonna have to give me a ticket or two, man. I'm gonna have to go check him out. I just want to see him
I
play. I
was
never
not
seen him play.
expecting that at all.
Nah, that was
Um,
definitely blindside. That was some blindside type shit. We like I say, I was expecting him maybe to go to LA. I know, that's what he kind of been wanting to do, go to LA, and I know Brian been kind of pushing for it. But I was surprised, man. Do you think it's gonna work though with him being
I was
in
just about to
Dallas?
say super skeptical.
Okay.
Super. I'm just like, I mean, we got two, like, we done seen some ball dominant combos, and
Right.
it's been fine. James Harden and Russ, they seem to make it work. I mean, even when Kyrie was
Paul and
with
James.
LeBron, they figured out the balance or what have you.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
But
It seems like
LeBron,
Luka is a different level.
see LeBron. I mean, not LeBron. Luca, not really the player. Like they similar,
Mhm.
but I feel like LeBron, like he's so smart at the game and know the
True.
game so well, just upstairs, like just the mental side. I think that he
Man, I
understands.
appreciate these LeBron flowers you giving Jordan fan.
Now see, that's the type of stuff right there that make me
I
go
fucked
on and
up.
take it back. That's what made me don't fuck up for him. You know, make me take it back. But
My
now I think I think LeBron, like as far as with Kyrie, he know how to play with Kyrie. Like he know how to
yep.
keep him locked in. He know how to, make sure he's always super included or whatever. Like he don't.
Mhm.
I think I think him and KD, with him being in Brooklyn with KD, I think they both, of course they're good friends,
Right.
but I just think KD, he's not the vocal leader that Bron is. And
Mm.
Bron, no, I think Bron is more of a people person than KD. So Bron will take that time to figure out niggas and figure out what
Right.
get them going, figure out what make them, kind of shy away from shit. Like I think he has that quality about him. So I think definitely him and Bron probably would be the best package that
Yeah.
that he could have, or the best team that he could have went to would have been LA. But yeah, this Dallas shit, it caught me off guard, bro.
I mean, it's a situation where they both. I feel like they are established as playmakers. I've seen Luca make great dribble drive passes and things like that,
Right.
and catch open shooters. Same with Kyrie. I mean, as good as he is at just ball handling, getting to the rim, he's a great addition to Rock. But it just seems like for the amount of time Luca for sure that he holds the ball, just to, during the normal cadence of that offense. I just see Kyrie like getting bored or just being like, you know,
being disengaged.
yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? They're gonna have to. They're gonna have to, or at least if Luka's gonna be bringing the ball up and being like his ball dominant self, they're gonna have to mix in with that some plays that they can run for Kyrie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think the main thing is you definitely want to keep Kyrie engaged. You want to give
Which
him
is
touches.
one thing I will say. It is kind of obvious with his time in Brooklyn too that he is kind of ready to take that secondary role though. I don't think he's.
Who that?
I think he knows now that he's not the focal point when you got another superstar on the team. Did you
Right.
feel
No,
like you
no,
saw
no,
that,
no.
man?
He got to know that. He
Yeah.
got to know that because he's not he. And then think about him coming to somebody else's team. It'd been one thing if Luka was coming to where he was. He's
True.
coming to Luka's team, so of course, with that being said, you're not gonna be the main guy. Plus Luka's good as fuck. You know what I'm saying? He's like a top 5 player easily.
Yeah.
So and people look at Kyrie or well, I think even in the league, I think people look at Kyrie as like a fucking elite scoring weapon. Like that's what he does. Like he's a scorer. You know what I'm saying?
Uncle
Um,
Drew.
but Luka is a more well-rounded player than Kyrie. Um, he does more than just scoring. You know what I'm saying? And that could be a product of him just having the ball all the time. But hell, he's doing it. The numbers,
Yeah.
what is he damn near triple double? Like
I was about to say he rebounds too. That don't necessarily have to do with having the
right.
ball.
So I don't know, man. I think Kyrie. I think Kyrie. I'm curious to see what he gonna do after this year's over. He'll be a free agent.
Oh, you think this
He'll
might
be a
just be
free
like a
agent after
little
this year. So I'm
slingshot
curious to see.
move? Yeah. Okay. That could be
I
something.
think it's just like a little pit stop and him staying with Dallas past this year. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like
I tell you one thing.
It have to go.
Oh, I was just gonna say you can't get worse by adding Kyrie to your team. I just don't think that's possible. Even though we saw with the Celtics, he didn't necessarily advance them because you see once they got rid of him, they've been taking off ever since, and I think they even went further in the playoffs that very next year.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
but yeah, he may just be using this as a little slingshot move, get a little further out west, and hopefully come
yeah,
on home. Come on, let big brother put the shoulder on him,
yeah.
man.
Man. Let Big Brother take the lead.
That's it. That's it.
Nah, I think that's probably where you ultimately want to be with the Lakers. But
Yeah.
shit, I mean, I don't know. I just feel like he's still. I think that he just. I feel like them niggas getting outdated, bro. Like as
Mm,
great as LeBron is, as great as he is, as great as Kyrie's, the KD's,
yeah.
like I think Russell Westbrook, how great he's been. I know people kind of looking at him the last couple of years,
Yeah,
like,
you know.
but if you look at the man's career, he's been elite. He's been a
Oh
Hall of
yeah.
Fame type player.
Dude.
Um,
Put the thunder on his back for all them years.
he did that. You know what I'm saying? So, I think that those guys, I think they getting outdated. Kind of like I was talking to one of my homies about this the other day, and I was like, man, LeBron and like KD, those guys are in that stage in their career where they still
Yeah.
great. They can still get their own numbers,
Mm-hmm.
but they just can't do it like they can't
It's
carry
sort
a
of
team
it's
like
sort of
they
like
used
when
to.
that era of Magic and Larry Bird and Jordan was coming up, and
Right. That's how
it's
that's
that
how it
passing of
always
the
is.
torch. Because
And I
it's
was
like
going
Ja,
right.
Luca,
I
Jason
referenced it,
Tatum.
right. I referenced it to like when Kobe, like the most
Mm,
recent one I'll say, when
Sure.
Kobe was rest in peace. When Kobe was he was what was that after maybe that 2010 year, and they had just won the championship. The
Right.
following maybe 3 to 4 years, he was still putting up 25, 26, 27 a game. You know what I'm saying? He was
Right.
still doing him, but the
But it
Lakers
just didn't
weren't good.
translate to
They
wins.
weren't
Yeah.
good. So I think the game is just like passing them by. These young boys, they on their ass, man. And
Man.
they just getting, they getting older. They're still good, but they're getting older. And these young boys, the game is going somewhere else from
Yeah.
where it was. It's getting faster every year. More and more people are able to score. Like, damn near everybody averaged 15 points a game. That ain't
Yeah.
nigga used to make all-star sometime average 15, 16. Man, you can't. That's a normal player
Man,
nowadays. You know
yeah,
what
you
I'm
got
saying?
so many people taking the 3-point shot nowadays too. I mean, they
That's
expect really 1 through 5 to be able to do it.
yep,
Uh, and
yep.
sometimes, there's some people that shoot it just at a very high clip.
Right,
Um,
right.
you also though have guys that aren't quite as old, but they're not definitely not of the newer school either, like Giannis. Where do you think he fall? Do you think Giannis is plateaued, man? Because it just doesn't seem like
No, I think Giannis. I think Giannis. To be honest, Giannis the best nigga in the league right now. He the best
real.
in the league. He the best in the league, and I think last year Giannis may go back and get him another one had Middleton been healthy.
I can't argue with that because they
You
was
may,
looking
'cause I don't
strong.
think Golden State would have had shit for Giannis
They was
in
looking
the
very
finals.
strong.
Man, they wouldn't have had shit for Giannis
Yeah,
in the finals.
yeah,
Hell no. Um, because they small. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? They're a small team. The shit, they probably smaller than Phoenix was, when Giannis and them won.
Hmm.
So I think this year, if everybody's healthy over there, their main pieces, I think they might slide back into the finals. I wouldn't. I think they're definitely a top two favorite out the East for sure.
Yeah, I
Uh,
say, Boston behind them,
them in Boston. Yep.
Brooklyn.
Not
Um,
Brooklyn, not no more.
well, yeah, without that, damn, you
Yeah, not no
tripping.
more. Not no more.
But yeah, after that, it's like a toss up between, I guess, the Heat,
Talk about
76ers type
Heat,
thing.
Sixers, Cleveland, they've been looking good, but we'll
They
see
have been
how they
looking
do.
nice. They got Spider-Man now, so
We'll
that's a
see how
little
they
squad.
do. Yeah, yeah.
Um, so the 2023 All-Star roster has been set. That's coming up in the next few weeks. Uh,
Okay.
so
I definitely before you get into it,
yeah.
my guy that I got on fantasy, De'Aaron Fox, he definitely got snubbed. Uh,
Oh,
I think what's his name?
I don't want to hear you talk
Jalen
about no fantasy
Johnson.
either, man. Let me tell y'all something about this guy right here. Opportunist is what they call him.
Huh?
He's opportunist.
What I did?
He took advantage. He was supposed to be boy. He took advantage of me on fantasy basketball this week.
Yeah. I had to, man. It's I don't really play when it come down to the fantasy, man.
Go
You
ahead, go
know,
ahead.
really play too much.
Darian Fox got snubbed. Go ahead, man. Forget
Now I think him and Jalen Bronson got snubbed for sure.
you.
Them two, I'll say definitely got
Man,
snubbed.
he
I
been
think Jalen
balling in New
still may
York,
have.
man.
I think Jalen still may have a chance to make it, but
Yeah.
De'Aaron definitely got snubbed.
And this is like kind of his breakout year because I think
He had a good year last year, but they weren't winning, but they're
yeah,
winning now, and he's
yeah.
having a good year. So,
Because he had to take over a little bit because I didn't Luca get hurt for a good little stint last year?
who? Oh,
Luca.
last year, Jalen Brunson. Yeah, he that's when he really kind of emerged last year when
Yeah.
Luka got hurt. And yeah, he started balling, but he been balling for the Knicks, man.
Okay. Yeah, man. It would be nice to see him get that type of recognition for the hard work, especially with him not being one of the bigger names and still
No
putting up the numbers that he does.
no
Uh,
doubt.
but a lot of times it's not. It's semantics. It's about who's more known and
Popularity,
stuff
yeah,
like that. Yeah. So
popularity, market you play in, and all that. Yeah.
right. which New York should be a big market, but when you don't win,
Yeah.
that's another thing. But so for the Eastern Conference, starting we got Giannis, KD, Kyrie, Donovan Mitchell, and Jason Tatum. Not bad. See for the West starters, they didn't even give me that. We got, of course, LBJ, Steph, Luca, Nikola Jokic, and Zion with the nod.
And nigga ain't played number 5 games this year. That's hey man. But I fuck with Zion, man. I think shit, if healthy, he definitely would deserve it. So
Yeah,
I ain't mad at that.
yeah, definitely need him healthy for the Pelicans to have any type of major can what's the name? What's the word I'm looking for? Contingency to get to the the championship through the
Yeah.
playoffs. I mean, it's going to be a lot on that. Which I was proud of seeing him, out the gate coming out. It looked like he really did the work and leaned out like he needed to. Uh,
Yeah.
so hopefully he ain't got that Anthony Davis bug,
Right.
man. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's nuts.
Crazy, crazy, man.
uh, Beyond that, man, football. We in the winding stages of that. The Super Bowl is set.
Full time.
Uh, man, what's up? You got the grill popping off this weekend, or what you?
Man, I ain't got the grill popping
Huh?
out. But I so might go somewhere and watch the game. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
and go
Are
eat
you
some.
more of a bar guy, or you like get on for a nice Super Bowl party experience, man?
I ain't got no family. I don't have any family out here like that. So I'll link up with some folks I know and go hit the bar or
Okay.
something.
Bar
I don't
scene.
know. To be honest, I wouldn't. I probably rather have some at home type shit. But
Yeah,
yeah, I hit the bar though. And,
yeah, man.
yeah, I hit the bar.
That's about how it goes, man. Sports pub or something like that. Uh,
Yeah.
some of the guys, me and some of the guys from work might do something like that.
Okay.
Um, All Star or not All Star, but Pro Bowl was this weekend. I don't know if you paid any attention to that, but
I heard they had a flag football game out.
flag football, man. Should we go in and just sound like them old
Man,
farts,
scrap
man, and be
that
like, what
shit,
the
man.
hell is this shit?
Scrap that shit. Then man, just do the skills competition
Yeah.
and just man, scrap that, man. Ain't no use in
You don't like
playing
the
that.
7-on-7?
Ain't no use in playing that game, bro. Like,
Yeah.
you know.
I feel bad for like the offensive defensive linemen. They the ones really getting snubbed because 7-on-7 ain't no really much activity for them.
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
mean,
you
like
still
I said,
recognize as one of the better in your sports, though.
right, yeah, you still get the Pro Bowl accolade or whatever, but it's like I say, this if you're gonna be out there doing that, bro, man, just scrap that damn
Yeah,
game. You ain't gotta play that game.
right. I
Shit.
do agree with the safety aspect of it, though. No
Nah,
point
no doubt. No doubt.
in doing the car crashes for no reason, really.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, yeah.
Um, Man, I'm gonna have a good topic for you next time, man, on some sports shit. But I'm gonna hip you to it before we get on there.
Okay.
Uh, but shoot, let's go ahead and keep it brewing, man.
Here we
Next on
go.
the docket, so the ever ongoing between black people, I'm sure white people talk about it too, but
Mm-hmm.
relationships, uh, man, marriage seems sometimes in my mind like a fallacy. Like I don't even see it from where my life is now how it would even be possible. At the same time,
Damn.
at the same time, it's something that growing up, I ain't gonna say I saw it and inspired to it, but it was something that I thought that would be in my future, just from
Why did you think that?
just from the way I was raised, man. Everybody was on some. I had a pretty much cookie cutter uh, representation or presentation to me of how I should do things. I should go to school, do good in school, make good grades, graduate, get a good job, blase blase.
Right, right,
So
right.
I'm thinking, shoot, from watching all the sitcom TV growing up and everything, like, shoot, yeah, you grow up,
Like
you
a
go to
Christian.
school, go to college, you meet your girlfriend, you make her your wife, and y'all have kids, blah, blah, blah.
Okay, okay. How you
But
feel about that now?
as we grow and live life, I
Uh,
understand that there's a lot more that goes into it.
yeah,
I think that may be one of the things that kind of has shifted it from the older generations to where we are now is that we know so much more about what it entails before getting into it.
right.
Um, I think back in the day, it was just more so of, hey, you meet somebody you like, don't even play games. Just go ahead and put a ring on it
But you
and
know
go.
what I think? You know what I think? All of that, like to answer that question, I think it's just I think us as people we complicate
Mm,
marriage these days more than anything. Um I think like you say back in the day, hell, if two people got together, like they wouldn't waste much time getting married. They'd be married, get married at 19, 20. You know what I'm
right.
saying? And be together 40, 50 years till one or the other one died. You know what I'm saying? And they stayed like I would say back in maybe like the 650s, 60s, like that was I think that was like the peak of I guess you could say
Yeah.
successful marriages, at least in the black community.
Yeah. Because
Uh
that's part of the baby boomer generation, man. That's what.
right. But not too long after that, it's kind of like, you know, I mean, I hate to say this, but it's like after, I guess you could say like the women start wanting certain rights and
Mhm.
fighting for equality, it just seems as if marriage is not as a thing that they're looking towards or looking forward to
Right.
um, as time has went by. And I'm talking, women, not to
Mm.
put the blame on them, but I think a lot of women are more focused on like assets and trying to maybe run a business or career, you know,
Sure.
over time, but I think
More the mindset of I can do bad all by myself.
I can do bad all by myself, or I just don't need a man. I want to like back in the day, women thought they needed
Right.
men. I mean, that was their thought process. Like I need
Nah,
a man.
man. For
You know what I'm saying?
somebody to protect.
I think it's like
They didn't make as much money. Somebody to provide.
yeah, and see now they providing for themselves, so now they feeling like, oh well, I don't really need a man, or I'm gonna prioritize career right now.
Right.
Versus taking a guy serious that may be interested in them, or even if they're interested in the guy. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
what I was gonna ask next. Are men really as serious about it as we was back in the day though? I hear a
I
lot
think
of women talk about moving with intent, and they feeling like that they don't get that from like guys that approach them.
I think it's a lot of men out there that play games and not really don't really seriously want a relationship. They just want to sleep around for sure.
Hmm.
It's a lot of us out there like that. I used to be like that when I was single and wasn't looking for a relationship at all. You know what I'm saying? I used to do the same shit. So I think it's a lot of that. And then I also think it's a thing of us not willing to or taking the time out to just understand the opposite
Mm.
sex. You know what I'm saying? I think more times than not, I mean, I don't want to be biased, but I just think in general, like people want want their partner to be a certain way. Um,
I was just gonna touch
and,
on that
and I'm
as well.
talking, and I'm just talking, heterosexual relationship. I don't know nothing about the homosexual
Yeah,
side.
yeah.
No disrespect
Hey,
to them, but I'm just
if you're LBGTQ plus and you want to come on and explain your point of view, DM the Now Legacy Network. They'll put you on a
right.
guest.
Well, right. Well, I don't like I say I don't really know how that go, but just for what I deal with, it's kind of like we don't really take the time out just to understand hey, these are certain traits that men have. Most men or all men have. These are certain traits that women have.
Mm.
All women have these. Like, you know,
We love to
we are we
generalize.
are different.
You see the post all the
We
time about women such and such, and then all in the comments, not me, I'm different. Or the
of
same
course
thing with dudes.
that's what they'll do.
You know,
That's what they'll
you'll
do.
see a
But when
niggas ain't
people
shit
talk,
post and be like, nah, the niggas you deal with ain't shit. I'm the shit.
right, but it's the thing is, like I said, instead of like bashing each other, I think we should just take the time out to try and understand and not
Yeah.
want a person to be how we want them to be. Accept them for how they are. Now, if you not with that, move around. That's
Is it
all it is.
lack of communication? Is it too much communication? Because we should
Well,
have all the tools we need to understand each other. I mean, we can literally search anything about each other, or we know what everybody's doing every moment of the day, so we should know kind of what makes each other tick, huh?
but I think the thing is, since the beginning of time, for
Mm,
the most part, men have showed you the same thing. As men, we've been the same way. You know, we
expand on that.
we gonna mess with multiple women. You know what I'm saying? You know, we gonna
The
most of us
strongest,
trying.
the strongest guy's gonna kill the kill, get the meat.
No, 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 no. We gonna mess with multiple women. You know what I'm saying? Of course, we gonna be trying to get some money. I mean, this is like women. They're gonna be emotional, or more emotional than us. You know what I'm saying? I just think that it's been the same thing, but I think we sometimes are not willing to just accept what is. Like,
Right.
that's the nature of a man. That's the nature of a woman. That's just something you're gonna have to deal with, bro. Like, you ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? Some stuff you just can't avoid.
Yeah. Um, and then I think it's another thing is the whole comparison nature that we have as well. So as we'll say, yeah, this is just how I am. Well, such and such, my friend has this, and they don't have to deal with this type of energy, or they tried it this way in their relationship and it didn't work. So I don't think we should try that. Um, a lot of situations where we see the cookie cutter or picture perfect couple, or even some couples go in on their social media accounts together and make TikToks and stuff, and
Right,
that's what people seek and aspire to, not knowing that, okay, they literally only showing us this.
right,
Like, as soon as they cut the camera off from this video, they probably had an argument
right.
on some shit.
Probably argue right before.
Either
Um,
or, yeah.
probably went through the nigga phone earlier today and seen him text some chick or something.
Whew.
You know what I'm saying? Or he probably seen her doing something. She wasn't supposed to be. That's why I say you can't put too much stock into this social media shit and what's being put out by different people, and try and compare your life to theirs. Like, their life ain't even that. That's their highlights. They posting their high. They're not gonna post their low lights. Most times they're not.
Yeah,
You have some people get on there and vent about the hardships they're going through, but for the
true.
most part, people are posting their highlights. They not posting. If they posting something that they accomplished, they not posting what it took to get there, or how
Mhm.
fucked up they was before they got there. They're not posting that. So and to be honest, bro, I think to be
Unless
honest,
they're doing the
women are
TikTok.
more influenced by stuff like that. Women are more influenced by stuff like that, what they see online. You
You
know what I'm
think so?
saying? And I think that hurts them
Hmm.
because they start to compare. That's where the comparison shit comes in. Or you have a
I'm
friend.
gonna argue that point though, because I mean, men could fall right under that same umbrella because
They can't. I just don't
as
think
soon
it's
as
as much as
as
women,
soon
not
as
as
Kevin
much as
Samuel
women.
was out, God rest his soul,
Okay.
nigga flocked to it like moss to a flame, man,
Okay.
and
No, no, no. No,
and thrown
it
in
has.
every bar.
No, no, no. It. I remember around that time, it was a lot of nigga like I checked Kevin Samuels out. I didn't agree with everything that he said. I
Yeah,
thought to me he was a little too black and white. You know what
right.
I'm saying? But I did agree with some of the shit that he said. I'm talking. You talking about what you're saying is somebody that comes on and people kind of start looking at them. I'm talking about people. I'm talking about like people looking on social media, whatever site, whatever whatever social media engine, and they're looking at, oh man, these people got this going, they doing
Man,
that. This couple doing this, they doing that. I want to do that, or why not? Why my relationship not like? I mean, like the comparison aspect of it.
in
Of it.
relationships, I may say you might have a point on that.
Right,
I'm gonna say in other areas, I think niggas really get influenced that same way because niggas will say, "Oh, he got the money. He doing the arm thing with the money. He got all
right,
these chains and watches,
no doubt.
or he got damn, he got a bad bitch in his story twerking or some shit."
Mhm.
You know, I but definitely as far as just like how people navigate through their relationships, I would agree that women probably
Probably or
here
do that.
a little bit more
Probably or
towards a
do that.
oh we need to be doing stuff like that
Right,
type of thing.
right.
Yeah.
So have you ever experienced any of that, like a woman looking at somebody else's relationship or life and being like, oh well, why aren't we like this, or
So
you know
the lady that I'm dating right now, as far as like my main relationship type thing, I've gotten a couple TikToks recently about asking her to be my Valentine.
right,
Mind you, we already have plans set up for the weekend of Valentine's because it's during the middle of the week,
right,
and we talk every day. It's not. I mean, where the hell else who else is about to be my Valentine? But
right.
I'm still expected to ask. So it's like
Wait, to ask to be
because
really?
because on these TikToks, niggas is getting real cute and asking for the Valentines. They getting real extravagant. Niggas is jumping out of planes and skydiving like, yay, be my Valentine. You know. And now I don't know if I'm supposed to do some goofy
Man,
shit,
and you keep go
right?
according to plan, go according
Buy
to
some
plan,
candles and spell it out in candles. We my
man, go according to plan, man. Shit, fuck all that, nigga. You
man.
But
It's
nah,
tough out here.
like I say, man, um, you right that there are a lot of dudes, the youngsters probably mostly, that's online, and they see niggas with money, and they want that. They might have a arm full of hundreds, but
Yeah,
they go get an arm full of fives or some shit just to feel like, you know what I'm saying, like just to
yeah,
feel like they can do that too. You know what I'm saying? Um, but I think again, like I say, I think we have to stop like comparing our lives to
yeah.
what we seeing on social media, man. And back to the marriage thing, I think it's gonna come to a point probably where it may look,
Think
I
it
don't know
might get
how many years down,
outdated?
it may not be a big thing at all, like 30, 40 years from now to get married.
I don't
You
know. A
know,
lot of people, what I'm hearing is more so than anything, it's a legality thing that kind of pushes the issue more so because it opens you up to, I think, some tax benefits. Uh,
hmm
you do, I think, with housing and things like that, it might make things easier when you have things in one name as far as accounts and um, just different. areas as you grow an adult a little bit more. I think people just expect it so much that it becomes easier to navigate as you're handling adult business if you have the marriage.
I really don't know how. What you talking about? Just like household bills or something? Like that's what you
So
saying?
I know there's tax benefits with being married. I don't know
Okay.
exactly what they are. Um, in my frame of reference, I know like people in like usual regular workspaces, they tend to flock more to people who have marriage because that's all that motherfuckers talk about is like what they wife doing, what their kids doing. So in terms of relating to people to I don't know advance your career and stuff like that, I think that is something that people still look at. Um,
Okay.
yeah, I could be wrong, but it just seems like in everyday day life for certain people, it's still a big deal, and it's not so much on just finding the one you love. It's more so of the aspect of showing that you are married.
I uh I believe I don't think I think marriage I mean I think it should be about love, but I think it also as much as it should be about love, I think it should also be about um like stability and
Yeah,
shit like that. You know, is this a good partner besides the love shit? Is this a good partner? You know what I'm saying? Um
so you kind of subscribe to because what I see a lot is women claiming to be a wife just already without even like having anybody that they're generally interested in, but they're a wife. So it's like you want to be a wife so bad that you're not even really worried about, I guess, who it is, but it's just who you feel can be attuned enough or that accepts you enough or whatever. That's just it. I'm gonna be married.
Man, I don't know what the fuck they want to be honest. You ask me. But for the most part, you know what I'm saying? They
Yeah,
want whatever they see on social media, bro. They really don't have. I don't think they really have too much of a clue sometimes what they want.
yeah,
Um, you know, and you know, I think when whatever you choose, whatever you do want, like in a woman or if you're a man, you know, if you want in a woman or whatever a woman wants in a man, I think you got to be just willing to compromise, know that you ain't gonna always get your way.
yeah.
Um, you know, but I think communicate of course. But like you say, man, I think that's probably one of the key problems is communication. But um I don't know, man. What you think?
Yeah,
What you
that's
think
true.
about? What you think? What you think about? Do you think women really be knowing what they be wanting when they going into these situations with these guys, or what you think?
They have an idea. I think that idea sometimes clouds their judgment from what is.
Mm,
So the idea of having this husband and this unification and this life partner is so great that you're still gonna go into it or you're gonna talk about it or you're gonna press the issue forward to a person that's really not even the mate that you kind of wanted or aspired to have when you
mhm,
thought about being in that type of situation.
mhm,
You're like, okay, I want a husband that's supportive, that's intelligent, that has his own things going, that has goals, ambitions. Or for some, they don't want the goals and ambitions. They want to already have established houses and things
most
like that.
most wanted like that.
And it's like, but at the same time, you're embarking on a relationship or you sitting there telling this dude who's maybe between jobs or doesn't know what he wants to do with his life or what have you, or that
Mhm,
that don't really listen to you like that or value you or whatever, or that's sleeping around and you like, man, just waiting on him to marry me, or you keep pushing the issue for him to marry, and it's like
right.
So not really. No, I don't think. I don't think they do. Uh,
Hey man, you
and
know, but I think that, like I said, I think they just stop just stop looking past the red flags and shit like that.
yeah, yeah,
Um, I got and the craziest part to me is they'll they'll let the guy cheat multiple times on them, and once they finally, I guess, muster up the courage to leave him, then they'll call him an ain't shit nigga and all of this. But it's kind of like you allowed that.
yeah.
You allowed it.
People normally only go with the behavior that they are allowed. Like
Let,
it was
let the
saying
other
that
person
people
accept.
only treat you how you let them treat you.
Exactly. So, I think what we are, and there's men that, I'm sure there's men that talk down on women after, if a woman that cheated on them, and they,
Sure.
whatever. Of course, he calling her a hoe and a bitch and all this whole
Yeah.
shit. But I think like, I never believed in like getting in a relationship, one cheat, then the other cheat to get back, and
Ooh.
then, nah, man,
Yeah.
what we doing that for, man? We playing games.
Right.
Clearly, we both looking for something else out there. You know what I'm saying? But I think folks just need to start looking at themselves and be like, man, I stayed around for that.
Right.
I could have left. I stayed around for that. So that's really my fault. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that person is a narcissist and they controlled you by what's the term? Uh they
Gas,
gaslighted you and
like
made so damn it.
gas lit you.
You had no choice. There was no
Yeah.
you was trapped.
Man, all them
Uh,
cute
but I
words,
do
all them
I'm gonna say to answer the overall question, marriage is still alive and well. I don't think people believe it in as much as they used to.
nah.
And I think eventually, with all the polyamory, um, LBGTQ plus,
The
uh,
who? Say that one more time.
I got it out. You going LBGTQ plus
What
community.
that stand for? What that stand
That's
for?
all the other shit because it's so
Oh,
much
the rest
shit.
of the letters.
Stop.
Yeah.
You gonna get us canceled before we even chill out, bro.
Nah, I ain't talking about. I'm just talking about the letters. That's it. I ain't talking about them.
Whew. All right. Shout out. But nah, man. I just think with those factors, and then one thing we didn't really account for, which I do understand that some women stand for. They do more so than us have the time clock,
Yeah,
as
no
far as
doubt.
like with the family situation. So
So they should be out here not playing games at all, right?
you
We
got a point.
got time.
You
We
should
got
limit. You should limit your hot girl summers
we got
because
time.
you only.
We got
Hey,
time.
them is ovulation summers that you wasting.
Y'all don't have that type of time to be out here. Oh, I ain't worried about no man. I'm finna live my life. I'm finna be single. Man, you better be trying to find you a dude by your mid-20s that you can settle down with. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? Because when you hit, by the time, think about it, by the time a woman hit 30 these days, she got a kid or two.
yeah.
9 times out of 10, she got a kid or two.
Does
Okay.
that come back around and speak to more so that the niggas ain't shit though?
It could be a mixture of both, I think. Because at the end of the day, first of all, who says that it was the guy that broke the relationship up? May have
True,
been her,
true.
but let's just say it's the guy. She still picked that guy to lay down and let him put a baby in her. He didn't force her.
You knew who he was before he didn't put the condom on.
Exactly. Um, so
Made it up. You like that?
in some situations it's just unfortunate where people grow apart, people, whatever the case may be, but they still may have a good relationship for the kid.
Fact.
But yeah, I'm saying, like, you 30 plus, you pushing 30, 28, 29, 30, bro, like, and you probably got a kid nowadays. Like I say, for a woman, you probably got a kid.
I'm gonna say
Oh,
3 out of 5. Yeah,
three by good 3 out of 5.
yeah.
So it's kind of like, okay, well, you gonna have to goddamn,
Say
you
it.
gonna have
Say the word.
no. I'm saying
Say it. Say the word. Don't say the word. You know what you about to say.
you gonna have to bring them
Compromise.
compromise, but you gonna have
But
to
they
bring
gonna say, I'm not gonna settle.
it's settle. That's what I'm looking for. You're gonna have to bring them. You're gonna have to bring them expectations of the dude that you want down a little bit. I'm just saying.
Kevin Samuels Jr., you better stop, man. All right, let's.
Nah, man. Think about it. It ain't even really about that. It's just like, nigga, ain't nobody. Especially, well, I think maybe if you having like if you getting like a guy that has kids, I think that's
Mm.
cool.
You know,
But
it's
like,
weird. A lot of women with kids don't want a guy with kids. I've noticed that.
don't want a guy that don't have kids.
Yeah, women with
That,
kids. That's
yeah,
odd to me.
that's weird. I
I mean,
don't
I've seen it.
understand.
I've seen it both ways, but just the ones that have that type of mentality, I don't understand it myself.
I don't either, bro.
Yeah,
I don't understand it.
I mean, you
You
got
know,
somebody that's kind of knowing what you're going through. That can be really. That's probably going to be more sympathetic and
you got more in common with that
yeah,
person. You
yeah,
got more in common with that person, and it's like, for a dude, say a guy don't that come into that and don't have kids, like that to me, that's not too fair for him. That ain't. I don't think that's fair. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? Because okay, let's say the guy do have kids. His kids probably most likely only coming through on the weekend, but you got to have her kids every day.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So she play a weekend stepmom, but hers, you gotta be there every day with them. You know what I'm saying?
And to
But
adult too.
to each his own, though. To each
Yeah,
his own. If I was ever in a situation where it's like I probably she had to be a great woman
yeah,
if she had a kid or so for me to like
and
take her serious right now. At this point.
eventually willing to have more. Cause like as a
And
man that don't have kids, if I'm
yeah,
gonna
you
get
don't want to
kids,
have a kid with her. Yeah, you gonna
yeah,
want
like eventually I'm gonna want me one. Yours are cool. Yours are cool.
right.
But
I want one with you. You know what I'm
hey
saying?
man,
I want one for us. Us to have one together. So
yeah,
but tough situations.
that's it, man. But so overall, marriage dead or no?
I think it's dying. I ain't gonna say it's dead, but I think it's dying. Yeah.
Knife in there, but they ain't bled out yet.
Yeah, it's still it ain't got a little left, but it's gonna die.
Hey,
I
the
believe.
pandemic helped. I was looking up the other day the marriage rates they did rise up. Over the last couple of years, instead of or excuse me, divorce rates. Divorce rates went down, marriage rates went up the last couple of years. End of the world, motherfuckers like, yeah, we need to stick together. So
That's
maybe
what
there is hope.
they thought.
Let's see what we got next, man. Um, this ain't really got nothing to do with marriage, but you see, Beyonce didn't drop the tickets, huh?
Nah, I didn't.
Oh, Beyonce didn't drop the tickets, bro. 600 bones. That's for the nosebleeds.
Oh,
You want to talk about breaking up some happy homes? My partner was just hollering at his old lady like, "You about to spend that on no?"
man, them tickets ridiculous. As a
Mm,
matter of fact, now that you say that, I do think I seen that somewhere, like how much they costing. Man, that's crazy, bro.
yeah.
Whew.
And then Bay got the nerve to be doing this at right. She dropping right around Valentine's Day. She knows she wrong for that, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's wrong.
Yep.
Why do they set us up like this for
Shit,
the
ain't
for
for
the
me.
kid?
Shit, give
Uh,
me a choice.
man. All right, so moving right along, I think it's time for a little tale from the king.
That's what we doing right now,
Sure, you wanna go ahead and bust it out, man,
man.
or you wanna get heavy with them with the real life shit.
I'm trying to see what story we got, man. What story we got?
So, I
What we
mean, I was thinking just randomly the other day when Burger King released them black fucking buns, black ass Halloween buns for the Whopper. I don't know if
Yeah.
you saw, but it was quite a time.
Did you try one?
I did, hey, I had to get all the exclusives, man.
How was it? I don't think I ever tried that one. How was it?
Thick. It
The
was like
bun, the
it
bun was
was like a unsweet brownie. So it was just like thick, like it was like bread, but it was like I don't know.
like,
It
man.
it didn't break
Was it
apart
like a
right.
brioche bun or something? Was it like the
Mm.
brioche bun? You remember what
No,
the
it was
brioche bun?
it was Whopper buns, but you think it was just food coloring, but it was some different type of bread. I didn't too much care for.
I
Yeah,
never tried it, man.
yeah.
But they
It
used to
brought
do
it
some
brought out the
wild shit over there
weirdos
with the
too,
food,
man.
bro.
Man, man. As
Yeah,
far as
I bet
the
Robert
most
ass
creative
used to eat
people,
them bitches.
oh yeah, you know it. Oh man, that's a story right there. Uh, Robert, the night porter. Which, if you guys don't know what a night porter is, it's somebody that stays and basically cleans the grease traps and monitors the store. Does like little odd and end jobs throughout like a kitchen restaurant type of thing. And we
Like a
had this guy
janitor,
named,
right? A
yeah,
janitor
basically,
restaurant, basically. Yeah.
right. And we had this one guy named Robert, and he was an overnight guy, and he was, for lack of better words, just a character. Uh,
Yeah,
Probably, I'd say middle aged at the time, 35 plus.
I'd have been pushing 40 or something.
One of those guys that looked like he probably lived in the basement, plays a lot of,
He
lot
looked
of
like he kidnapped people for a living.
shit. That damn van, remember the van?
That's what I'm talking about.
Man
That's
had the
what I'm
little,
talking about.
yeah. So as as I'm walking out one night to leave, he walks in and he was in one of his moods. Sometimes he would be real upset. And I was messing. I said,
He did used to be mad for no reason. I remember that dude, man. That nigga
"Hey."
used to be mad for no reason,
I
bro.
used to think about it, I'd be like, yeah, I guess I wouldn't be the happiest coming up in this motherfucker to
At
spend
this
night.
time of night, and I
Yeah.
gotta be by myself the whole night.
But he I must have messed with him or said something to him. And he looked at me and he had his teeth gritted and he started speaking like some damn Star Wars language, bro.
No,
I was like,
he would get loud and get stupid with you in a heartbeat though.
so I,
Like, what
that
you
was one of
do?
them times I was like, man, let me mosey my ass onto my car because I ain't got time
Yeah.
for this. Like,
Man, that nigga Robert was a fool, man.
yeah, yeah.
Hell yeah.
So
He the nigga that probably was the reason why the vent burnt up when we had shut down, when we shut down for those couple of
mm,
months that summer. He
mm.
probably was because he wouldn't clean them damn. Mr. Edwin used to clean them damn vents. Mr.
Forgot
Edwin,
about this damn man.
man, Mr. Edwin used to God bless you, man. Every
Oh,
time he seen you,
for
he'd give you a little card or something for the little church that he go to.
that was a good
Mr.
dude.
Edwin is cool
Man.
people though, man.
For real, for real.
Yeah, but that nigga Robert probably wasn't up there. He probably wasn't up there doing what he was supposed to be doing with them vents, man.
Probably. Was you
Doing
there?
it back
Were you
then.
there for the fire?
Man, I was there. I was
All right.
there that
Next time we gotta cover that for
yeah,
real.
I was there that night.
That's some wild shit.
My nigga Joe pulled up in the bicycle, man.
Ooh, ready to shut shit down,
Yeah.
huh?
The
All right.
goddamn Joel.
What did hey, y'all had to be there.
You had to be there. What a time to be alive. You had to be there.
uh, let's see, man. What we got cracking next, dog? Do a little real life shit.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I like this next topic, man. As
I'm
an
gonna let you go first. Do you think college is a
as
scam or
an
no?
as an alumnus of the prestigious Northwestern State University for
Okay.
convenience,
Okay.
do I think college is a scam or not? Um, College itself, as what it's supposed to be, no. Um, but the pricing, um, all the
What's your
filler stuff,
go ahead, go ahead, my bad.
yeah, yeah, just the prerequisites I think that they try to put up on you as far as like to get into a good school, you have to have community service hours and you need to be a part of so many clubs and organizations type thing, um, and just the little nuances of knowing. I don't know. It just didn't really seem like it was about every just information. It was a lot seemed like about knowing how to talk to the professors and things like that.
Right,
Um, I think it could be a better program than what it is. The pricing though, definitely a scam. Like there's no way education should cost that much. Just
right.
to further like the average college student makes about 55 grand a year. And when you talk about tuition, loans, um, and then you talk about room and board too,
Mm.
dude, that's crippling. I mean, if you go to a smaller school like we did, you might not encompass that much, but if you're talking about wanting to go to a accredited four-year university, that's one of the bigger names, LSU, Texas, somewhere like that, you definitely look at that upwards of 50 grand or so a year.
A year. Yep.
So it's just
So so my take on it is I absolutely think it's a scam all the way around. Um and I'll give a couple of, I guess you could say, positives or pros or whatever you want to say. I think um you can definitely make some lifetime friends, as me and you both have from college. You can definitely you can definitely make some connections with people that you may need in the future, as far as on some business stuff, on the business tip. You know, but nowadays there's networking events everywhere. You know what I'm saying? All the
Mhm.
time, every week. You know what I'm saying? Um, I think it's crazy that they make you take these classes the first 2 years, none of them which you need for the major that you picked,
Right.
right? So that's just 2 years of them getting you to pay them for basically nothing. Okay, you get to your senior, junior, senior year. Let's say you somebody who didn't have a full ride to college, um, which was me. I think I went to NSU. I think I, I think I went like 3 years
Hmm.
before I ended up having to drop out due to my grades or whatever. Um, I was in excess of like 30 grand in debt,
Right.
student loans, parent plus, all that type of stuff. Um, but college is what's been preached to us since beginning the time, since we first started school.
Yeah.
You know, you think college from schools, or you had military. That's really the main two. You go to,
Right.
it's been dry head. What do you want to do? What do you want to go to school to be? What do you doctor, lawyer? Everybody say doctor, lawyer, or whatever. Um,
Mhm.
but realistically, bro, it's only a handful of jobs that you can get um after graduating, as far as like high paying um and high demand. It's only a handful of those that you can
Right.
actually go to school, graduate, and get into as a career. So yeah, out of those handful of jobs, everybody else You take those handful of jobs where everybody else is basically just going to school to go because you don't have much job security when you get out.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of majors. Um, you have to have some type of experience upon getting out. You know, finishing school and getting into your career, they'll require you to have experience. Somebody would say they really don't know. Well, damn, I was in school for 4 years. How can I have this experience?
sure,
Well, we don't think of what a lot of the other people know. They're doing what's it called,
internships.
internships in the summer, working for free, but they getting that experience.
Yeah,
While we on the summer, we bullshitting, partying,
right.
may work a little job to make some money, but we ain't trying to go do nothing for free, or we just don't know to do it. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of
But
times can't afford that either.
the internship,
Yeah, I mean, there's not many people I grew up with or around that could just afford to spend time working for free. Like people I was going to school with, they needed to work to support themselves. Like,
right? But I didn't know many, to be honest, bro. I didn't know many that had to work to support themselves. Most of the college students that I ran across in my time there, they didn't need to work. A
yeah,
lot of them didn't work. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, none of my roommates worked that I had
mm,
in Frog Point. None of them boys worked.
that's
Uh,
crazy.
yeah, John ain't started working until I think he ended up leaving school. So I knew a lot of college students at the time that didn't need to, wasn't a necessity to have a job because they was, I guess,
Yeah,
taken care of through parents or whatever money from the school. But I just think, like I say, college is something that's just been drummed into our head, and they really getting off. Man, they really ripping us off big time, in my opinion. You think about a trade. Now you can go do a trade and finish in a year or less, maybe 10 months, and they're giving you every day. You're gonna be doing or learning about stuff that you're gonna be using
right.
in the job. You know what I'm saying? And you get out of there earlier, less debt when you get out, and you can go in and it can be a high paying job. Electricians, what's it called? HVAC, barber, people that lay cement. It's a lot of different trades you can get that's high earning and in high demand.
Yeah,
But that wasn't really broadcast to us like talking about it coming up. We was, go to college. When I
yeah,
went to college, I went because I felt like I had to at least try it, due to my mom and my dad being college graduates. I had to at least try it. And at the time I'm 19, so all my friends in college, so I'm like, man, let me do this shit. Let me try it.
yeah.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
part of the reason why I do agree with it. Um, I think it just gives you that first the opportunity to, if you don't know exactly what you want to do, to go into a trade to kind of
Mhm,
figure it out.
mhm.
Um, it gives you that sense of community where you're still, you learning how to be an adult, but you get to do that around your peers. Whereas if you just go straight into the workforce, more than likely you're gonna start with people who are older than you. Um, and like you say, most of your friends in college, so you're not really gonna be hanging around a bunch of 19, 20 year olds.
Right.
Um, I do think it affords opportunity for some people that just maybe do know what they want to do, but at the same time they don't have the opportunity. Like people that do get full ride scholarships that might come
Mhm.
from like poor conditions, or people that get athletic scholarships, it really wouldn't be no way for their talent to be seen unless they was in that setting. So I think it offers a lot of advantages, but again, the pricing definitely a scam, and definitely I think the formatting could be better to get people more aligned with stuff they could actually use once they get out to the workforce.
Right.
They do offer a lot of times student employment. So if that's some, if you're on a college campus right now and you're looking for something, definitely go see what your advisor can do to help you there. But like G said, man, take heed. Um, if that's something that you're doing, uh, do internships during the summer. Don't waste your summer.
Yeah.
But as well, I want this to be a beacon to people that might be on the crosswords of whether they want to go or not. Ask yourself, hey, do I already know what I want to do? And if the answer is yes, then no, don't go sit your ass in 4 years and accrue debt. Get
Yeah.
your ass to a trade school or community college or
Yeah. Drive.
whatever, or online certification,
Start your
whatever.
own business. Yeah. Like I say, just um, if you going if you want to go to college, but you don't quite know, like I would say, man, just pick some high paying shit, man. I mean, you don't know what you want to do anyways.
Right,
You might as well don't pick a business degree and then end up graduating and goddamn, oh, I don't even want to really do anything in business.
right.
Or at least, because if you get a business degree, what job? You got a business degree, right?
Yeah,
So what job did you have waiting on you after you got your business degree?
not a nan.
That's what I'm
Um,
saying. So
and
I
then
would say,
being from where we was from, it was
yeah,
between
you
it was
had to be tapped
between
in.
literally FedEx. I was, or it was either FedEx or UPS. It was either them, or I just stumbled upon Enterprise. So it was about to be either one of them.
Yeah. So, yep.
But yeah, man. So that's just something for you guys to think on. Um, gonna end it off with the Black Business shout out.
Who we got? Who we got?
We got Miss Jessica Johnson, the Irene Gallen Studio, man. This is
Okay.
out in Shreveport. Um, I believe she just had a grand opening uh, last year. I touched down for
Uh,
that.
she
Uh,
dope as hell. What?
beautiful, beautiful event. It's so good to see, person again from our hometown of Natchez just branching out and being able to do their own thing. Uh, producer got some of our artwork up there, man.
Huh?
She's very, very talented.
Very talented. I gotta cop me one of her pieces, man.
Yeah, man. And I believe she uses the studio just for like community events
Hmm.
and things of that nature as well. So get with her if you may have something that you want to book. Um, and definitely get with her if you like to purchase some of her artwork. This is a little piece that I caught from the opening. I don't know what
I
Jessica call her herself, but I call her Sheba. I can't wait to frame that, man. Put that in my man cave.
house her.
Hey man, while I'm blowing one, I mean, see,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
she might have some secrets for me that I don't know about, man.
You might tell you something, man.
Hmm. So yeah, man. You can catch her on Facebook, uh, Jessica Irene Johnson, and then that'll give you the link to the gallery studio page. Um, so yeah, man, support. If you like artwork, hit her up. She sells her paintings. Um, yeah, man. I think we then wrapped it up one more time.
Wrapped up episode 10, man.
Man, appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Make sure y'all share. Make sure y'all tell, comment in. Make sure as well that you cop the beanies. Right now we got the beanies on
Yes,
sale
man.
and
Mm.
everything pink. So fellas, you running out of time. Uh,
Everything red and pink.
red and pink. Everything
Everything
red and pink is on sale
all
right
on
now
sale.
until Valentine's Day. So make sure y'all get on that and cop with us. And happy Black History Month to everybody, man. This is our first episode during Black History Month. And I'll
Yeah.
bless y'all with a little Black History fact. William Tucker, son of indentured services from Great Britain, was the first recorded African American child to be born in the colonies in 1624. So the
Right.
first nigga was William
I
Tucker.
got one for you too.
Give me
We
one.
created we created the traffic light. I forgot the nigga, the dude, not the nigga, the dude,
Okay.
the black gentleman's name. But we created it. We created
Hold on,
the press flight. Yeah.
okay,
I'm
let
gonna
me
have
give
to
some
next
flowers.
episode. I'm gonna have that
Garrett
info.
Morgan is his name. Okay,
That's his
shout
name,
out.
Gary Moore. Yeah, you ain't know I knew that. I know you didn't.
Hey,
I know
hey,
you didn't.
come on, bro. I
Yeah,
see
man.
my dog.
Yeah, man.
All right. Well, hey, man, that's another one of the rich dreams.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We'll be back
Y'all
next
be
week.
easy. Shout out.